Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show off what I watched in the second half of September 2023. Only 8 titles. I didn't have a lot of time to watch a lot more as opposed to the beginning of the month. But I'll be watching quite a bit next week because I'm off all week. I took off to burn some vacation time, and also I'm going to a horror convention at the end of the week with my brother, Y2K Basis 19. You guys don't follow him on here, please do. He shows off a lot of stuff that he picks up, a lot of like bargain stuff. He finds a lot of good deals out there, so give him a follow. But anyway, I got 8 titles here to show off. Mostly horror, some sci-fi, so comedy, whatnot. So dive right on in here, shall we? So the first one here is a Vinegar Syndrome title that I've owned for quite a while, but never really watched it until now. It is The Cellar. Here's the original cover art here, The Cellar. This is a film from 1989, directed by Kevin Tenney. You guys know him. He did Night of the Demons, Witchboard, to name a few. So I wanted to go ahead and watch his other film, The Cellar. It's kind of like a creature feature. So this family relocates from a city to a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere in Texas. Apparently the area was owned by Native Americans, and I think there's like a curse on the property. And apparently in the basement there's some sort of creature lurking in the basement, so the family has to deal with that. It's a really interesting movie. I thought it was done pretty well. Yeah, it's just your typical monster movie. Native American, cursed Native American grounds and whatnot. This one stars Patrick Kilpatrick, Chris Miller, Suzanne Savoy, and Don Collier. So I enjoyed it overall. I like the practical effects. I like the look of the creature. Can't really see him there, but that's what he looked like in the movie. The reverse art is just the same as the slip. I don't think the slip's available anymore, but you can buy this on vinegarsyndrome.com. Probably other retail outlets too, like Amazon. I'm not sure if Diabolic still has it in stock. Orbit, to name a few places you can buy it. I'm sure you can buy it on eBay for like this version for a good price. I don't know about the slip, but it is what it is with that. And then the artwork itself on the disc is the same as the cover art as well. So really enjoyed The Cellar from 1989. Next up here is it's kind of like a mix between a comedy and a drama. This is a Kino Scorpion. Actually, I think it's just Scorpion release that I purchased from Kino. It actually is on the current fall sale. I don't think that's not over yet. It's a couple more days on that sale. So if you guys want to take part in that, I think it's under $10 for the Blu-ray. It is Pretty Smart with Trisha Lee Fisher and Patricia Arquette. The lead actress is Trisha Lee Fisher. Patricia Arquette is in here as well. I enjoyed this film overall. I did like Trisha Lee Fisher's character quite a bit. Basically, it's about this young woman played by Trisha Lee Fisher. She's forced to attend a finishing school in the Mediterranean. This movie is filmed in I think it's filmed in Greece, so it's the cinematography here is pretty cool. It's pretty nice out there. Never been, but I would love to at some point in my life. She's a rebel. She's always going against everything. She stands up for what she believes in. The headmaster here is not a good guy, I'll tell you that. She discovers that he's been taking pictures of the students behind their backs. She teams up with the girls, including Patricia Arquette's character, and they they take him on and set everything straight. So really decent film. I thought it was pretty good. Nothing really else to say about it other than I enjoyed the film overall. You can see it is definitely from the 80s, 1987. Directed by, I'm going to butcher this guy's name, Dimitri Logothetis. Logothetis. I think Logothetis. I think that's how I say his name, but I believe he's a Grecian director. Yeah, a Grecian filmmaker. So don't worry, it is in English, so don't worry about that. Next up, I wanted to watch a classic film. I have seen this before, but it's been a while, so I do want to pick up a better copy of this. This is the Olive Films release of it. This is the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. There are no special features on this disc. It's just a bare bones release. Black and white film from 1956, 80 minutes long, so it's a short watch. It's your typical cheesy, like, sci-fi film about, basically pod people, plant-like extraterrestrials invade the Earth, and then they pretty much take possession of you when you sleep. And then, yeah, it's a very weird film, but I like this one. Actually, I like the remake better, from 1978, I believe. So Kevin McCarthy is in here, the actor, not the politician. Carolyn Jones is in here, directed by Don Siegel. So yeah, enjoy this one. If you guys enjoy black and white films, you would probably enjoy this. So, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Next one here was a very interesting film. This is a TerrorVision release. Got around to watching Captives from Gary Cohen. Says it's a study in psychological terror with a twist of irony on the back, which is spot on. The artwork underneath is actually different, so there you go. This is a revenge type movie. It is very twisted. It is from 1988, 84 minutes. Basically, it's about, well, let me go into detail here. So the director, Gary P. Cohen, he directed Video Violence 1 and 2, and there's a couple other things he did too that I can't think that come to mind right now, but I'm sure everything that he's done will be released through TerrorVision at one point or another, if they haven't already. This is a quote-unquote lo-fi home invasion movie as well. Basically, it's about this guy. He's a real slime ball. He's married. So he's married to this one lady, and they have a kid together. But his backstory, he's not a good guy. I guess he was a hippie in the 70s when he married this one lady before, and then apparently there was a fire at their house and it killed their child, and then his ex-wife was blamed for it, but she didn't really do it, so she was sent to jail for killing the kid, and he was not responsible, so he continued with his life, remarried, had another child. Everything was good. Well, his ex-wife was released from jail. She went back to her brother's house, or with her two brothers, and they came up with a plan to invade her old man's house, and to let the new wife know what happened in the past. And they pretty much take her hostage with her child, and then craziness ensues. Not a bad film. It is, quite dated. I mean, obviously it's from the 80s. So if you like 80s films, you'll definitely enjoy this. But obviously there's a few twists and turns through the film as well. I won't go into detail about that. but inside you have interior artwork. It's just like a painting of this is the ex-wife, this is the new wife, and that's her quote-unquote brother in the movie. And then on the cover here, that's the brother. I don't remember who that is. I don't remember who that character was. I think that was the friend. I don't remember, but anyway, decent film. I thought it was all right. I'll probably watch it again, so I'll be keeping this in the collection. So I don't think there's anything here that I'm not keeping, but if I find out, then I'll get to it. Next one here is a film from, I think it's 1999, I think is when it was actually filmed. This is Kelly McGillis and No One Can Hear You. This was filmed in, I believe, Australia, even though in the movie it actually takes place in California, which is very strange. But anyway, Kelly McGillis plays a newswoman who's investigating a series of murders in the town. And of course, they're linked to other murders that happened years ago. Young women and their families are being slaughtered. She begins to uncover a serial killer whose twisted version of love brings the deadliest of intentions. This is like a revenge type movie. There are a lot of twists and turns in this film. I enjoyed it overall. You know, it's your typical late 90s, early 2000s revenge thriller. Kind of like Scream almost, but there's no like serial killer with like a mask or anything. It's just some random guy. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I'll definitely watch it again. There is no Blu-ray. I bought this on eBay for really cheap, brand new. So fortunately, there aren't any real special features on here. You get a trailer, interactive menus, kind of like the old DVDs back in the day, scene selection and whatnot, and then your typical same artwork on the disc. Next one here, I got a lot of crap when I picked this up from a few individuals on here, but you know what? I enjoyed it, so there you go. This is Hellgate from 1989. The movie is all over the place, but you know, I enjoy films like this, so you know. A motorcycle gang kidnaps a young woman from a diner and they kill her. Many years later, the girl's father finds a magical crystal that can bring the dead back to life and use it to reanimate his daughter. He lets her seduce any young men who visit the small town of Hellgate and then kills them. Yeah, like I said, it is all over the place, but the effects were cool. I mean, obviously that's cool too. You know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this film. This is from Unobstructed View. I believe they're based out of Ontario, Canada. Fortunately, there is no reversible artwork in here. It's just the same as the cover art there on the disc. Special features, though, there are quite a few on here. Interviews with the director. A lot of featurettes on here. Talking about the movie, video nasties, images of apartheid, filmmaking on the fringe of the old South Africa. So yeah, this film was actually filmed in South Africa. So if you guys like, you know, watching something different, I definitely recommend this too. So as far as the casting goes, you know, it is the 80s. It is cheesy, but, you know, I enjoyed it. So, there's the back. If you guys want to read all the specs and whatnot there, you can. I bought this. Forget where I bought this from, but I believe I bought it either from Orbit or Diabolic. It is available from, it was It was available from unobstructedview.com, but yeah, you can probably buy this on eBay too, or whatever. This one I thought I was going to enjoy more, like I did with Pathogen, the same director, Emily Haggins. This is My Sucky Teen Romance. This is a comedy with a little bit of horror thrown in. Basically, it's about these kids who go to SpaceCon. It's a, convention, like a sci-fi convention. And apparently there's vampires there, and they start hooking up with each other, and people die, and people turn into vampires, and it's one big mess. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. 77 minutes from 2011, Dark Sky Films release. Not bad, but again, will I watch it again? Maybe not for a while, but I didn't hate it, so... My Sucky Teen Romance. And then the last one here is a film that I thought I was going to enjoy as well. It was okay. More of a drama. Not really. There's a little bit of sci-fi thrown in there, obviously. This is The UFO Incident with James Earl Jones and Estelle Parsons. Basically, it's just pretty much the documentation of an extraterrestrial encounter in 1961 in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Basically, James Earl Jones and Estelle Parsons' characters are traveling through New Hampshire. I think it's, during, early fall. And they come across these space aliens that look really cheap. But the movie itself is actually from 1975. So, I kind of understand what they were working with at the time. Not a bad film. Very, very dramatic. Again, these two actors are really good in this film. I enjoyed their performances. As far as the movie itself goes, there's not a lot of action in here. Like I said, it's a drama piece, but not a bad film. It is a Kino Lorber, so it's your classic Kino release here. So nothing major to talk about. Special feature wise, there is a full-length documentary on here, but it's not really on the movie itself. It's actually about the music in here. I didn't watch it. I didn't really have much interest in it, though. It is the Romantic Mysticism, the Music of Billy Goldenberg, feature-length documentary by Gary Girani. And then there's also an audio commentary by filmmaker historian, the same guy, Gary Girani. So that's everything I have to talk about today. Just 8 titles here. Not bad watches. I enjoyed them to a certain degree. So that's all I have for you guys today. So take care, and I'll see you guys later for more spooky season watches. I did not watch Wacko last night. I actually watched Spirit Halloween, the movie, and I will share my thoughts with that later tonight. So take care, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.